Hello, my name is Katie, and today we're gonna get ready together. Chatty, get ready with me. I actually really do like these videos. I watch these a lot. Not a lot, but I do like to watch them when I am getting ready. Just, it's like you getting ready with your girls. But also, this is like my #1 time when I am putting on makeup that I just talk to myself. So we're gonna film it, so maybe it's like more normal. It's not just a girl talking to herself. She's talking to a camera. Just more normal? I don't know. Again, excuse my bare face. Not something I usually like letting people see. At least not without mascara. So the other day I filmed an updated house tour, which I did one like 7 months ago, more when we just moved into this house. And it kind of was a bit of a shit show. It like my camera died halfway through, and then it got too dark out, and I don't know. I liked the footage because I thought it was entertaining. Like, it was great. It just wasn't good enough, which actually maybe I should wear this to remind myself that it was good enough. Shout out Nathan Zed. I just threw this on over my dress. This could look stupid. Oh, what did I just do to my hair? I'm gonna retry filming that video today, hopefully with the light and sun still out. Hopefully, actually, this doesn't... Oh, I didn't think of that. I hope this doesn't kill my battery, and then I end up not being able to film that. But hey, at least I guess I'll have some footage or something. Penny, you okay? You gotta go outside, Penny. You interrupting the video because you gotta go outside and you got hair in your eye. It's okay. My nose is just so dry. I'm trying to add extra moisture. What I wanted to talk about, though, is the new weird thing that I did. Well, I don't know if it's weird. It's, has a name, and people do it in spas. It's called Dermaplaning, and it's essentially when you shave your face using like a little razor-y thing. But the internet has convinced me to do a lot of strange things for beauty because I'm obsessed with that kind of stuff. This is my livelihood, essentially. And but I felt like when I was doing that, it was the weird. Like, I shaved my entire face. And normally, I'm someone I've always shaved my mustache. Well, when I was younger, I used to do like Nair, or I would try waxing it, and then the older I got, the more I just got to the point where I was like, I don't care, I'm just going to shave it off. And so I've been doing that. I don't do it often. I will do it like once a month, and then I end up like letting it grow out and not really caring because my hair is not too prominent. I mean, it might be, and I just don't care. But so anyways, what I'm saying is, recently, it was a few days ago, I shaved my entire face, and one of the perks, besides that, there's exfoliation, like it, it was removing the top layer of skin, kind of, with when you're shaving it off. But another one of the perks that the girls online kept talking about was that it would make your makeup look a lot smoother and just nicer, which they weren't lying. Like, you really, my makeup tends to just look cakey. I think I have issues with things absorbing into my skin well. I always think I have. I've always had kind of weird skin that doesn't like a lot of products and moisturizers, and especially moisturizers. I struggle so much to find a moisturizer that works with my skin because it feels like most of them just sit on top, which is annoying. But I have noticed, this is only my second time since shaving my face that I'm putting on makeup, but just from that alone, I'm like, it looks less like I have makeup on and more just like my skin's a little bit more even. This area is driving me insane. I need to buy new concealers so bad right now. I am at the end of the road with all of mine. And also, they're all just like not the right colors. I just still keep using it, being like, oh well, But I'm torn between because I really have been, for a long time, was like, oh, I'm going to get the Tarte Shape Tape. I want to try that one out, because who hasn't heard, if you're on the YouTube, you've heard people talk about that one, I'm sure. It is a hyped concealer. I think it's only at Ulta, though, which is surprising. Surprising only because I feel like Sephora is still way more popular. And so if there was like a really raved about concealer, I don't know, I just want to think it'd be, I don't know, I'm sorry I'm judging you, Ulta. I like you, Ulta. I go there all the time. It's closer than my Sephora, so. But I was really wanting to try that one for a while. Really, I need new ones for everything. I hope these pimples get covered because, side note, I guess. When I just did the tour, I did the house tour a few days ago, this was like at its worst. And so I'm so like, it's why I feel like the footage isn't good enough is because the whole time I'm holding the camera right here and it's all I can see is just like a giant red dot. So I know my makeup right now is concealer and everything's not the best, and all my makeup's kind of old and just not working like 100% like it should, so here's to hoping that covers and looks decent. But anyways, going back to concealer, I've been curious about this new Urban Decay one. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about it. It is based off like the same formula as their very popular foundation, which I have heard a lot of people. My only, not concerns. I've heard, it just came out, like December 3rd was when I think you were able to buy it. And I don't know if that's actually at anywhere besides Ulta. I know December 3rd it came out at Ulta. I don't know if it's at Sephora. I should Google that. But originally I saw it from Kathleen Lights. I guess she got it through PR early. But I saw Kathleen Lights. She's the one that I really like watching because I think we have similar skin types. She's more dry, whereas I feel like a lot of people on YouTube have oilier skin. And she raves constantly about Shape Tape, and when she did that video, she really liked, or she talked about, you know, the Urban Decay being compatible or comparable, and also that, like, everyone she asked which looked better, they all said the Urban Decay. So I was like, oh, okay, I want to get the Urban Decay. I'll try out the new one. Yada yada. However, I just watched another video of hers yesterday in which she, I don't remember what the video was, but she went to go use concealer and went for the Shape Tape and was like, this one's my favorites. And so now I'm back to being like, I mean, I thought from that video that the Urban Decay was the way to go, and if you're still not picking the Urban Decay one over the, who's it by Shape Tape? Tarte? If you're still not picking that one, like, is it better? I don't know. I don't know, girl. I gotta do more research. All this is another mistake. My problem is, like, for this Sephora VIB sale that just happened in November, I bought mostly skin stuff, and I didn't buy full size because I was buying mostly skin stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy, you know, full size of all these items that I've never even tried before. But I bought, like here, for instance, like I got this Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer by Origins. It came in like a set. It also came with like the eye cream stuff, which I don't like. And it came with other things. But, like I got that, and there was just what else did I get? The Nitamins. I recently bought, something by Kors for moisture, but I don't remember what that was called. Some Greek yogurt. I think it might actually be discontinued. I got it at Marshall's, so it might not be that good because of that. But, God, the dry skin right there. So I bought all these moisturizers to try recently, thinking like one of these has to work. There's got to be the sun. But thinking one of them has to work. Like, there's no way, like, there's no way, like, I'm not gonna find something. I didn't find anything. I don't think any of it works for me. Like, literally nothing. The only two things I liked out of what I got, skincare-wise, was that Origins came with, like, samples of 2 of their masks. Is it a clay or is it charcoal or something like that? A black one and then, like, a hydrating overnight thing. And I really liked both of those, but it was, like, 1 to 2 times samples. And now I'm stuck with all this stuff and being like, I don't want to buy another new moisturizer. I just want one of the ones I got to work. They're not. And it's so frustrating. I grew up using the Clinique. I don't know if I had the combination or like to oily or the dry one. I feel like there are 2 types. There's like a gel and then like maybe a cream or something. I don't actually remember. I grew up using that religiously. But it wasn't until like my mid-20s that all of a sudden my skin just like dried out. Like I do have issues with sebum in like my nose generally, just really my nose, kind of in my chin. But I don't necessarily think that's like anything other than diet and hormone related, because I have PCOS. But I know like sebum is, you know, directly related kind of to androgens, which is hormones. And so I don't necessarily feel like, I mean, there's things you can do to kind of help balance it, but I feel like if I want less sebum, then like it comes down to less about my skincare, more about my diet / if I'm taking my PCOS meds, which I actually just I went off of them in September and finally had pulled enough gray hairs from my head the other day that now I'm back on it, and now I'm back to being casually sick every now and then, which is why I hated it. Originally, I put that way too close to the middle. Whoops. Right, Benny? Didn't look that great. Way too close to the middle. I can't tell if it's because my Hoola bronzer is so old, or if it's just I'm really not cleaning my brushes enough, which could very well be the case. But I feel like I only break out in the areas that I put bronzer. And so I'm thinking I need to buy a new one. Which sucks. I also need a new mascara. I need new concealers. I hate that you run out of everything all at once. Does that happen to anyone else? It's like you're good, and all of a sudden I don't have eyebrows or mascara or anything, and it's $100 to get me back going. Is that dramatic enough? I feel like I need to make it darker than I normally would just because I'm on camera and because I can already tell with this sun that I'm like being very overexposed. That's a line. That was also something that I realized with the last house tour I filmed. If I went back after the fact and was like, okay, I hear you. Was like, am I even wearing makeup? Like, you can't see any of it. But I'm very pale and the sun is very bright and it's not helping me right now. I also just kind of start to feel like this is not my right shade. I think they have a lighter one. I don't know. This is, again, old, though. This should be, like, thrown away. Does anyone actually listen to expiration dates on makeup? I had to kind of, like, slowly start throwing away makeup I had had since high school. I've graduated college, and I had, like, blushes. Like, I still do. This is Max Well Dressed. I have had this since high school. I don't really use it anymore because it does gross me out. Plus, it's not, like, great anymore. But I can't let it go because it was my favorite. And, like, I should replace it or find a dupe for it or something. But I can't let it go. But I've had to recently kind of be like, all right, I need to throw out things I just hold on to because I don't want to let it go. And a lot of it was powder stuff. Normally, like the cream stuff, I do kind of like, it gets grosser, so you have to get rid of it. You're more aware of the fact that you should get rid of it. But like, it's hard to get rid of, like, what's my dog doing? It's so hard to let go of things. Like, I remember my Orgasm Blush by NARS. I remember getting that. It was a funny story. Maybe it's funny, kind of sad. I'm not a big party person. I'm not a big social person. I'm very introverted, and I like to, I don't have a lot of friends. Which is how I like it. It's too much energy for me to keep up with a lot of friends. But back in high school, for my 18th birthday, I kind of at that point, it was like my senior year, and I finally had like a group of gals. Am I friends with any of them now? No. But I wanted to have a party. So I was so excited. We went to all this planning, and, went on, bought decorations and food and blah, blah, blah. Shout out to my mom. And then my birthday comes around, and like the day or so before, we get hit with this, and I live in Tennessee, but we get hit with this ice storm. And Tennessee, I think, is kind of known, if we have bad winter weather, I don't know if we're known for it, but in my experience, if we have bad winter weather, especially in the past, it hasn't been a lot of snow as much as it's just been ice. But so we had a really big ice storm, and I ended up having to cancel my party because everyone was like, yeah, we're not driving over to your house. Like, sorry. And it was so sad, and I was so upset about it because I was like, really excited. I mean, it wasn't like a crazy party. I was not someone that was like drinking and going wild or anything like that in my youth. I was very tame. We were probably gonna like watch movies and jump on the trampoline. My 18th birthday. I've always been a child, by the way. But I remember being so upset about it that my mom was like, here, pick something out from Sephora, 'cause I was obsessed with makeup then. That was like my treat of all the time, constantly. It wasn't about clothes. It wasn't about, it was still about clothes. But it was always about, I want makeup. I want makeup. I want Stila Kitten eyeshadow, and I want all the MAC lipsticks and things of that sort. And so when it got canceled and my mom felt bad for me, she let me order NARS Orgasm Blush for $30. $30 for blush. I'm sure at this Tarte one that I have is like $28, but still, back in the day. I don't know. So yeah, oh my god. So that was my 18th birthday present, plus like a thing of cupcakes, I guess. Actually, I don't think we picked them up. It doesn't matter, but that's why I don't think I have the blush anymore. I do think I threw it out. But I had such a hard time throwing it out because it was so, it's like sentimental to me. Like, it really didn't work. I hadn't used that blush in years. But it was recently that I kind of had to be like, alright, this needs to go because it is just too old. Wasn't working very well. Alright, I'm going this all over as my base. I really feel like I'm gonna be halfway through this eye look and my camera's just gonna die. So yeah, so I get really sentimental about makeup. My mom always makes that joke about me all the time, actually, especially with technology. I hope that didn't get anything on me. Like, I still have, what is this phone? A 5 something? I don't actually know. I'm generations behind constantly on technology, and it's not because I don't like the new technology. I mean, I don't. They took the headphone jack out, and I'm still not okay with it. Well, I'm not okay with it. But I just, like, get emotionally attached. And, like, with my laptops, I've had 2. I'm on my second MacBook in my lifetime, but I bought one back in high school and used that white old MacBook to death. Because even when I, like, had the possibility to upgrade or, like, should have upgraded, I would just keep putting more money into it, being like, let's just replace the RAM. Let's just replace the motherboard. I literally, at one point it got hit with light, like I guess my house did. My house got hit with lightning or something, but it shocked it, like fried it. And like the cord died and then slowly the computer, like I literally think I spent $700 replacing the motherboard when you can get a laptop for $700. But I was so attached to it that I was like, no, this is my laptop though. So, sure hope you weren't really looking forward to seeing me do my eye makeup because, my camera died and it's done. This is why people have multiple batteries and flip out screens. I've learned a lot. I'm learning a lot. I also did my hair. I kind of have to fix it a little bit with this because this is driving me insane. Just in general, it's been driving me insane. Do you ever just, give yourself a haircut? And then, like, it's terrible and you spend months trying to fix it, and even at its best, it still just looks terrible. I'm sure I just said that, and no one's agreeing. People are just cringing, being like, why are you cutting your hair? Which I understand to some extent. I'm so overexposed. Okay, so this is me ready. This is, I'm gonna fix this piece of hair, but then I'm going to film the house tour. I guess. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's too light out and like I'm gonna be overexposed. It's not gonna look good. I don't know, but I'm going to try, and then I need to take my dog on a walk so she can leave me alone. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to that now. Thanks for watching. Bye!